Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Debbie. And together,
We are the Round Table Recap.
Hey, welcome back. We are on Traitors US Season 3, Episode 10. And kicking it right off is Danielle accepting her new role as a traitor.
Oh, Brittany.
Yeah. Brittany accepting her new role as a traitor. And obviously you can definitely tell the difference between Danielle working with Brittany versus Danielle working with Carolyn because they actually can work together. So it's nice actually to see, traitors being able to strategize with one another. And
yes,
I also thought that the plus side of Danielle recruiting Brittany, which I don't think was a good choice, just because they have such a strong alliance that I think it's just too obvious. But Brittany has some inside information that, she was able to tell Danielle before, they chose who they should eliminate. So I thought that was
right. Yeah.
was a benefit.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they trust each other. So, I mean, that's different than from the other traitors. So, but like you said, I mean, they have a history. They were in Big Brother. I don't know when she, I mean, this is the second time watching it, and I still think she should have picked somebody else besides Brittany.
Yeah. I think she should have went with Dylan. Nobody suspects him as a traitor. And he's a good player. And they already have a trust. So, and it just wouldn't have been as obvious. So I think she should have went with Dylan as a better choice. I get why she chose Brittany, but yeah.
Yeah. Any of the guys, I think, would have been a good choice. I think, Ivor. Dylan,
was suspected. Ivor. I don't know about Tom. I mean, it would have been it would have been fun to see him, I think, as a traitor.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have probably did something to give it away. So I think it would have been entertaining, but I don't think Tom would have made a good traitor.
Yeah.
So
but it would have taken the heat off from Danielle. I mean, Dolores is the only one that suspects Tom. So
yeah. Which is also why, so, moving into breakfast, you find out it's Tom that they get rid of. And I'm like, I didn't think that was a good, nobody suspects Tom as a traitor. No. And Tom, he's just so full of himself that even in his confessional, he looked at it as an honor that he was eliminated. Yes, I'm so good
I know.
that they had to get rid of me.
I know. I know. He was like, I'm the most threatening of the guys, and I'm so good at the game.
So I thought that was kind of I don't know. It was a waste. They should have taken out more of a threat of a person than Tom.
Yeah. Would have gone after Gabby. Would have,
yeah, and also when you say Gabby, I did put, because she said something about the traitors being crazy or they're all whatever. And she's like, one more cougar's out on the loose, and it's Danielle. I liked when she said that in her confessional too.
Yeah. She's so doesn't get excited. I mean, I love the way that she talks. So
yeah. So then, and then what's it called? Alan comes in, because he takes off the frames, and I like his what did he say? I wrote it down. He said, "For once, you were faithful." In regards to Tom, I thought that was funny.
Oh, I know. I was just so sad to see Tom. Even though I knew, he was eliminated, I was like, oh, it's just so sad. I just loved him in the game. So
yeah. Well, Tom wasn't sad about leaving at all. He thought it was a high honor.
Yeah.
So moving along. So after breakfast, you have Danielle that she goes to Dolores to try to kind of now plant seeds in regards to Gabby being a traitor.
Yeah.
And I thought this was kind of like, if I was Dolores, who obviously she trusts Danielle, I would have questioned what she said, because Danielle tells Dolores, you're the only one I trust 100%. And she's like, I'm never going to write down your name or Dylan's name. Well, then, so obviously I'm not the only one that you trust 100%. And then on top of that, I know that you're close to Brittany. So I don't know. I would just.
Dolores doesn't pick up. I don't think Dolores picks up very many clues. She's just,
she's
hanging out. She's like Ivor.
Yeah. Well, even at the breakfast, she was like, she like came in saying that she was suspecting Tom, and Tom's the one who went home. So, yeah. But yeah, this is also where Danielle and Ivor, they're discussing the possibility of Danielle being one. And this is also where Dylan, he brings up Gabby and is questioning Gabby as well. Right. And I think it's just more so now, before the mission of them trying to go around, plant seeds again about Gabby. And,
right.
Yeah. And then
how'd you like to?
Oh, I think you're going to say the part I'm going to say. Go ahead.
The situations where Danielle and Gabby are in the same room.
Yeah.
It happened twice.
Yeah.
I like Gabby. She's like, I'm not going to leave.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just going to sit in this awkward silence. And meanwhile, they're like giving each other the side eye. Yeah. I thought that was funny. But yeah, going into the mission too, this is where they find out the whole thing about the Seer, and I think they find, this is where they actually find out that what the Seer is. In which, I mean, I know we talked about it, obviously, in the other Traitors, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
UK.
don't like, the UK. I don't really know if I like the Seer power. I
think this one, I can't remember, I haven't rewatched the one to see who got the Seer in for US, but I know like in UK it really backfired on
Charlotte.
I can't remember her name now.
Charlotte and
one who got the Seer. Charlotte didn't get the Seer.
But that's where Charlotte came clean, and I can't remember her name.
But she played it again. They so they were, it was, the rest of the people didn't know who to believe. Do you believe the one who is the Seer, or do you believe the one who the Seer calls out? And I think the US it's played a little differently, so I think it's not as. I really didn't like the UK the way that because after watching UK, I would be like, the Seer powers. No good.
Because you find out who Traitor is if you're faithful, but it's really not a benefit. So I don't know. I mean, I know for entertainment purposes, it gives it a little bit more of a twist, but game wise, I don't really care for the power.
No.
But yeah, they go through like the different rounds, and I thought it was funny when it comes to the doll round, the second round of it, where Dylan, he throws the doll. He pulls it. It's like too greedy, and so he tosses it.
It's like in this, in the first two challenges of the mission, Danielle, of course, is sitting with the most money, I think, and it's like, really, she picks the doll that gets the 2,000. 2,000. Yeah. I'm like, I
think it's more of just entertaining at this point for me in regards to the different missions and like the voices of the creepy dolls. But and then like them like picking through, and then Gabby, and she's like, my manicure is devastated.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. They said it looked like just a pile of dirty leaves, but they said it smelled like poop and stuff. So I don't know what exactly was in those bags. But
there was probably something nasty. So
yeah. But this is also where Dylan, he notices just how aggressive Danielle is in this challenge, and that she really wants to see her. And so his his suspicion of her, I think, even goes up even more during this challenge.
Yeah. The one thing I thought was interesting, because in Traitors UK, for that last challenge of the mission where they had to get the coins in their boxes and then hoist their cage within the 5 minutes, they were not given the time. Remember, somebody called out, it's almost 5 minutes, and then they all just stood around. Whereas in this one, Alan keeps giving them a countdown, which I was like, well, I wonder how it would have played out if they had played it like UK and not told them what 5. I think I liked it better not knowing.
Yeah,
instead of counting it down.
I think it just makes it a little bit more challenging, as for the players to know,
right,
if this is really it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the one who wins this year in the UK is the one who did the countdown. Wasn't it the same? I'm pretty sure.
In UK, the one that said, 5 minutes are up.
Yeah. And I think they still had like 3 minutes or so. It was a ridiculous amount. Yeah.
They all stood around.
Yeah.
But this one, they knew, so they could gather right up until the end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So of course, though, you don't know in this episode who wins, and honestly, I don't remember either who wins this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, then moving after the mission, then you have all of the back and forth between Gabby versus Danielle, especially when it comes to Dylan.
Right, yeah, because Dylan has that conversation with Gabby and says that he's not sure who he's going to vote for. She's going to vote for Danielle, and then he has the conversation with Danielle, and he tells Danielle he's not sure who he's going to vote for, which surprises Danielle because she was thought for sure that he was going to go
for
with her vote.
Yeah. And then you have Brittany running around the castle looking for Ivor, and that was funny. Because you see her run inside, run outside, run in, all these rooms, and then I thought it was funny when she approaches Dolores to talk about the voting. And Dolores is like, well, I don't know. I haven't listened to, what they have to say, and I need to stop. And Brittany's like, does she not know how numbers work? Does she? She's like, there's not a lot to count to. Like,
I know. So. Yeah, because Dolores is like, it's between Gabby and Ivor. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Like, again, if no one's voting for Ivor or nobody's throwing out Ivor, why? Yeah. So again, Dolores is just playing her own game. She doesn't care.
Yeah. And then by the time Brittany catches up to Ivor, he's like, yeah, it's going to be Danielle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Ivor, though, had switched because he was on to Gabby, what it seemed like earlier in this episode. Right. So I feel like, by the time Brittany can approach him, his mind's already made up for Danielle.
Yeah.
So
that puts Brittany in an awkward, because Ivor even tells her, she's going to have to make a decision,
And she's just like, I don't know if I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which clearly at the round table, you can see that they look hopeful, or at least Brittany looks hopeful when she's like trying to like make eye contact to Danielle, because Dolores jumps in at the round table and brings up Ivor, where it was at this point obviously only against Danielle or Gabby. So then they're like, well, let's, obviously they're on the same wavelength of like, okay, let's go towards Ivor and forget about Gabby, because they don't think they have the numbers for her, which was really smart on their move. But unfortunately, it came down to a tiebreaker between Ivor and Danielle, and so this again puts Brittany in a bad spot of, do I go with Danielle or do I go with Ivor?
Yeah.
So but I thought though that, because Alan explains, if it's a tie again, it goes to a chance.
Right. Yeah, I've only seen that happen once. But in this case, the way that it ended, Brittany thought Dolores was sending her a signal that she's going to vote for Danielle.
Yeah. So they
Which
leave off.
wasn't the case.
I know,
Yeah.
which wasn't the case because I was like, oh, she should just, vote for. I don't know. I feel like Brittany. Obviously, they leave off this episode of you don't know who she votes for, but I feel like she should just stuck with Ivor because even if she went against the house, I think people would have looked at her as like she just has a really strong alliance with Danielle and couldn't vote against Danielle.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been awkward though if everybody had voted for Danielle except for Brittany, and I think that's what she didn't want. And with her thinking that Dolores was sending her a signal, I mean, why would Dolores? Dolores does. She has no strategy.
No, I know you can't count on Dolores to like stick to her gut. Like you just don't know the way she's gonna vote. So yeah, so this leaves Brittany in a very bad spot. She's in a predicament. So which leaves us this episode. So check us next week as we reveal or go over again who she votes for and how that all unfolds.
Hey.
See you guys there.